Je me sens super bien, la préparation s'est super bien passée, pas de blessures et on est content.
I feel very good. Fight camp was very good. No injuries, so I'm just happy.
What do you make of Caio as an opponent, who's also on a big, run as you are?
J'étais pas au courant. Je pense pas qu'il a accompli ce que j'ai accompli. Loin de là. Ça fait 1 an qu'il n'a pas combattu. L'année dernière, il a fait que 2 combats. Et même pas par rapport à moi, par rapport aux autres combattants qui sont derrière. De Rider, il mérite plus que lui d'être là aujourd'hui. Qu'est-ce qui fait que c'est lui qui est privilégié? Moi, j'ai la réponse, mais bon.
I wasn't aware of that. His last fight was a year ago. He did only 2 fights a year ago when he fought. I think there's much more legitimate contender in the weight class. Like if you take, for example, RDR is a much more legitimate fighter as him. What makes him fight now and what makes him have all this hype? I don't know. I don't know exactly.
Is there a way, Nassourdine, when you think about how this fight goes down on Saturday, how you want to take care of business?
Je veux juste l'arracher la tête. Je veux le finir et en striking.
I just want to take his head off, finish him in striking. That's it.
We just saw the title change, Dricus and Khamzat. In your mind, or maybe you've been told this, is this fight for the next shot at the middleweight championship?
Oui, en cas de victoire, je suis le prochain, bien sûr, sans aucun doute.
Without a doubt, with a victory, I'm the next for the belt.
How does a fight look between you and Khamzat?
Là, je me concentre sur ce combat-là. Et une fois que ça sera fini, ça sera un combat mémorable. Ça sera un gros combat. Parce que voilà, je suis un combattant différent. Je ne suis pas comme les autres combattants.
Right now, I'm focusing on this fight, but for sure, it's going to be a great fight. Just because I'm so much different than every opponent he fought before.
Last thing for you guys, if people weren't going to watch, why do they need to tune in to see you do your thing versus Caio Borralho on Saturday?
Parce que ça va être le feu. Ça va être le feu. Le public sera en feu. Le combat, stylistiquement, on se ressemble quelque part. Et ce qui va faire que ça va être un combat explosif.
Because it's going to be fire. The audience is going to be fire. The fight's going to be fire because we kind of have a stylistic, kind of the same style. And it's just going to be an explosive fight.
I feel amazing, man. I feel blessed. I feel very happy to be in this position that I am right now in my career. There's after a lot of years of hard work, doing 2 main events back to back and representing my country and representing the nerds and everything in a good fashion. So I just feel blessed to be in the position that I am right now. Very happy and more than ready to put on a great show for everyone on Saturday.
The fighting nerds seem loved wherever you guys fight, but you're going into Paris to fight a French fighter. Do you expect to be booed and do you expect to turn the crowd after you beat him on Saturday?
Yeah, I expect both. I expect to be booed in the beginning, but after a win, I would do in a respectful way. I would cheer up the French crowd, and they will turn to me.
What do you make of Imavov as an opponent? He obviously beat Cannonier, as did you. He has the big win over Izzy his last fight. What do you make of him as an opponent?
I think he's a great opponent. I think he's a phenomenal striker, athletic, young, and very fast. And I think that's the kind of challenge that I need right now to prove that I'm one of the best in the world and to be the next title contender. So that's the fight that I wanted so long because that's the test that I need to pass in. I know that.
Some people may criticize you for weighing in a couple weeks back. How do you feel weight wise? Everything okay heading into fight week and making sure you make the weight this time?
Yeah, I feel perfect. All these guys that felt bad about it, they never been through this kind of process. So I'm definitely 100%. I'm in the best shape of my life, ready to go into this fight. I'm actually very low on weight. My weight's doing very good. Everybody here is surprised about how good my weight is, and it's a phenomenal job that I do. Very calculated, very specific job that I do with my team, my nutritionists, my physicians, and everybody.
Have you guys been told that the winner of this is fighting for the title? There's a lot of hot fighters in the division. It's really good right now. But do you go in there and you guys know that whoever puts on the show gets the W is going to fight Khamzat next?
Yeah, for sure. I think we need to put on a show. It cannot be a boring fight. You know what I mean? Like, but I think the fight itself is already a entertaining fight. Two of the best guys in the world facing each other, wants to kill each other into a cage, and I think this is what makes this fight very good. Two phenomenal strikers. I'm a little bit more well-rounded than him, but I think it's a fight that will prove who is the next one in the line. You know.
Is there a way, when you think about it, how it's going to play out, that you want to get things done on Saturday?
Yeah, I think I'll finish him in the fourth round.
Very, very good. And what did you make of the title fight? Obviously, you were there. Some thought, Khamzat kind of made it look easy. What did you think watching that from your vantage point?
I was already predicting that. I actually thought that Hamza would have finished it or submitted Dracos early, and but Dracos did a great job defending the submission, but did a very bad job with other things. I think he didn't fault Hamza the way that he should fault. And Hamza took advantage of that. He was flying high on this fight, and I was already expecting kind of that.
You watch that fight and then see, where you would be able to do what Dricus did not do. I guess especially with avoiding those takedowns.
No, I don't think it's about avoid the takedowns. I think it's more about the movement, not being flat on the floor, not try to hug him in a guillotine when he wants to hug you, and having some guard retention, some jiu-jitsu from the bottom. I think that's the kind of things that I would do different.
Last thing for you, Caio, if people weren't going to tune in on Saturday, why do they got to watch this fight? You and Imavov doing your thing in Paris.
Yeah, they're gonna see a show of versatility and intelligence inside the octagon by my part. They're gonna see the best performance of my career and a guy that's gonna put a lot of pressure on his opponent and finish this fight until the fourth or fifth round.
Any message for Nassourdine?
I see you on Saturday.